This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
This is another one of those good old videos brought to you by BetUS, and I really want you guys to make a deposit because they're gonna match it. You're gonna get a 125% deposit bonus up to $2K. So I have the link in the description, man. Y'all go ahead and try that out. It's worth it. And I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. If you keep accumulating knowledge like this, you could take advantage of it. Because think about it, a lot of people thinking opposite of even what I'm gonna talk about today. So obviously, you know, I'm doing a better job of doing kind of shorter form videos, kind of even sometimes built based on those longer shows. This is one of those. So where, you know, we talked about the power of why, but some people might have missed it. You might have missed it because, you know, it was a 2-hour show with obviously Landlord and Star. So I want y'all to really listen to this because this is a highlight of the show and a major reason that a lot of people are missing why our defense is likely getting ready to be very, very good, right? I'm seeing some things. Pay attention to this part. It's condensed. You should be able to get this.
Salute. Mike, one thing you said, you wanted to get guys to understand what they're doing, but Micah said something that really has impressed him most about you is you always explain why, you know, why you want them to do what they're doing. Where did that kind of philosophy come in for you, and the way of coaching, and how, you know, how have you seen the results of that?
Well, I think that's part of when we meet as a group. You know, I try to explain how this person is doing this affects somebody else, and so on and so forth. And so, you know, it's important for me that the defensive line just doesn't know pass rush. You know, they need to be able to know what the linebackers are doing. And, you know, I used to, a lot of time, I haven't done it yet this year, but, you know, I'd ask the defensive end, what's the corner do in cover 2? You know, what's the safety do? What's his vision spot? You know, I want them to know the game of football, not just their position, because I think so many guys learn their spot and, you know, and they kind of get tunnel vision. But I'm trying to get them to open up, you know, where it can help them be a better football player. You know, if we're overloaded on the one side and the offense is checking away from some pressure over there, they know that, hey, the run's probably coming to me now if I'm on the away from them. So I just try to tell them that, you know, I don't know, that's just what I do.
Preach. Is he lying? Is he lying?
Man,
Let me ask a question. Is he lying?
Oh, hell no.
Just about breakfast with Zimmer and all that. Can you take us inside? Like, you get literally at the table? Are you in a meeting room?
We're in the meeting room. We're in the trailer. As soon as team meeting break, me, Zim, Paul, Trey, we eating breakfast, going through. I mean, I would say, you know, a big difference is I'm not just learning the defense. They got me learning just understanding defense as a whole, understanding protection plans, understanding why the slide's going to be under here, where's my rear opportunity going to be at, why they're going to ID the mic, why they're bringing down the safety, and why it changes to the mic, and why they might slide to that side instead of our side, and why the blitz is coming this way. So I would just say they're increasing my football intelligence, like not even just about the system, just I believe like one day they're putting me in position to coach or something, because every day's different. It's never just about, we go through defense stuff, but we go through the X's and O's of why this happens, why we don't call this, why we roll the coverage, who we want to take out of the coverage. So, you know, I'm not just learning, you know, the D-line stuff for the front. I'm learning the back ends, the corners, the safeties, why we want to show this way, why we want to send the pressure over this way because the safety wrote it. And, you know, it's interesting, you know, and it's perspective I never had before.
I get pissed when I watch that. Let me turn this to you, Landlord. You know why I get pissed? Because of the one coach, people was questioning that man's IQ. Because I ain't forgot in the offseason it was rumors freely going around. Michael don't like the classroom. I remember hearing that. Did that sound like he don't like the classroom?
Nah, it sounded like he didn't like the teaching.
That's what it sounds like.
Go, Lamb.
And y'all know I don't listen. One thing about me, your people know, my people know. I don't spell Michael Parsons. I tell the truth what I feel about Michael.
You do.
And I'm gonna be real. I say this. Micah seems like, I talked to him today. Micah seems like he's really buying in. And I love the fact that he said, Zimmer said he's teaching the whole picture, bro. And it makes so much sense. This is a scenario I paint out for y'all. If I told Boss Cowboy, hey, bro, I need you to pick me up at 7 o'clock. And I ain't tell him why. Okay? And he don't pick me up at 7 o'clock. But if I would have told him, bro, if you don't pick me up, I'm going to be stranded and I won't have no way home. Ever. I'm done. I'm through.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? If he was like, it's no other transportation in the world. If I would have told him all of that, it would have been more accountability on that. You see what I'm saying? But if I just said pick me up at 7, he might be like, well, he might have found another rider. He cool, he good. I hit him up later and tell him I couldn't make it. But if you put that importance on it of the why, now listen, if you're a linebacker, if I tell you exactly what the safety finna do, you know how important your job is. Because if you're not where you should be, you gonna mess up what they can do. Now the whole play is messed up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you putting way more accountability on what you supposed to do. He's basically holding you accountable. Look, I hope they don't understand. I hope they don't miss that. He's just holding you accountable. He's telling you like, hey, you need to be here at this point in time, right here. And if you're not, you're going to mess up this guy, you're going to mess up this guy, you're going to mess up this guy. And guess what the conclusion going to be? You messed up the play, sir. You did. That's accountability right there.
You did.
It won't be no mistake about it. You messed up the play.
You did. And let me jump in and then I will pass this to Star because I definitely want to hear from Star on this.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
This, what he said, the why I know is true from playing, right? And so let me give y'all experiences. Obviously, I've been playing cover 2 as a cornerback my whole life. Obviously, I was the person that's supposed to take care of the flats, right? Secure the flats. Don't let the number 1 receiver outside me. But sometimes I would, landlord. Sometimes I would. And guess what? I wouldn't care too much. But then when I went to college, Coach Bartell explained to me why I can't let them outside me in cover 2. I need to funnel them inside. He explained it to me. He said, this is why. The safety behind you is playing half the field. So if you let that guy outside you, you are stretching him. So if that quarterback throws vertically to the outright receiver, your safety won't be able to make the play unless he's Dion. So you have to funnel him inside. Me understanding why made it a mission now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It made it a mission like I ain't letting this dude because I'm not letting him down because he taking half the field. Understanding why changed me. For real. It changed my whole game. Like, even if they didn't throw to me or throw over there, if I let that dude outside, I felt bad. Like, damn. Like, I stretched my bar out. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. So, now, Zimmer is low-key genius. What's your thoughts, Star?
Yeah, and I'm glad you put that clip out because I was going to break down that Michael Parsons interview, but I'm glad we could just talk about it now. Like, I think what Mike Zimmer is doing, like you guys said, piggybacking what y'all saying, is he's actually telling these guys what to do, but he's telling them the why. And I think when we faced Green Bay last year, our defense looked totally confused.
Yep.
They looked like they had no clue at all. You could see them looking at each other, throwing their hands up like, what is going on? What are we supposed to do? And it's like, that's why there was a downward spiral. They didn't have enough information.
Right.
Sometimes you can't make the right decisions if you don't have enough information. And so what Zimmer is trying to do is he's trying to. He is literally teaching, like, these kids. Like Micah said, I never had that perspective before. I never had that before. Like, he's basically opening up, you know, like the song on Aladdin, a whole new world. He's opening up their eyes to a whole new world because they like, I don't like, he's blowing their mind because they like have no coach we've ever had sat down and tell us, okay, this is what the defensive tackle's doing. If you don't do this and this, and I feel like, you know what? I feel like that's making the defense, that's gonna make them stronger.
Yep.
Because now I know I've got to do my job for my brother, because if I don't do my job, this whole play is null and void.
Big time in the house. What's up?
Shout out to him.
I love big time show.
Can I add one more thing to it? Because he said something about the defense getting better. That why is gonna help us out tremendously when you think about it. Cause we all know that Zim been rolling coverage. He been doing a lot of different exotic looks. He been disguising. You can't do all that stuff if everybody don't know what they supposed to do.
Right.
Think about it. That's why Dan Quinn base was basically all you ever seen. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was in base defense the whole Green Bay game.
Cover 3, cover 1. Yep.
His like, you know what I'm saying, his magic trick is bringing a safety down. That's all he got. so look, Zim is doing all kind of exotic stuff, and the only way you can do that, how you think you can roll a safety down, pull a corner over, if they don't know their jobs and they don't know what the safety job is? That's the only way you can pull that off, if everybody is on one accord. That's why, because like soon as the ball snap, that safety know I got to get back to my spot, because this guy got to do what he got to do. This linebacker like, oh, I gotta shuffle over the hill because this my area, even though I was over here. You see what I'm saying? You can't disguise coverages or packages without everybody knowing the whole picture. So this why we better, D.A. Lee, and shout out to you. This why we better, because now we got this ball hawkish defense and these talented players on defense. All these guys is finna be disguised too.
Oh my
God.
Oh my.
You mean to tell me you don't even know what Trey finna go?
Oh my.
You don't even know what Michael finna line up at?
So you can see from those key points that we discussed that the power of why, and breaking down why, and the defense understanding why, and the intelligence of Micah Parsons, and the increased knowledge of Micah Parsons, all of these things are going to make some major differences to this defense. This is not wee woo. This is measured Kool-Aid. Y'all know I don't play with the wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Nah, I'm never gonna give y'all that. So y'all stay in tune, because this year we're gonna give you a lot more of these. So obviously I'm spending a lot of time on the defense, and I'm spending a lot of time on the defense because honestly it makes sense too. Because honestly that's what really needed to change. That's what needs to change. That's really what's going to take us over the hump. I'm really not worried about the offense. I'm not. This offense was already a number one offense, and everybody else is in this offense is getting ready to play faster. Yeah, they go play faster. They was installing it last year. They know this offense now. This is that going into year 2. Why would I be worried about that? I ain't worried about that. What we need to make sure, in my opinion, we keep our eye on is the defense. Yes, will I do videos on it? Absolutely. So y'all stay on the lookout. Y'all gonna be getting videos on the offense. But right now, I'm gonna keep loading y'all up with this defense, and y'all stay in touch and in tune with some more videos I'm gonna be dropping. So obviously the power of why is today, but you know, Mike dominating more with less, that's coming. Yeah, so y'all keep on the lookout with that, and then we gonna talk about some of the missed opportunities that we don't need to allow. So it's your boy Boss Cowboy, man, bring you another video, man. Y'all stay up.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.